What is the most valuable piece of drumming information you can give me? Hello friends, welcome to the next video. I keep getting the same question over and over in a lot of different parts of the world where I'm playing. And you might notice we have some construction on the stage over there, so it'll be drilling. But that question is very unique, which is, what is the most valuable piece of drumming information you can give me? And I would have to say that it's the study of rhythm. Now, how does that happen, right? There are many parts of rhythm that nobody shows you, and a lot of people have this misconception that rhythm is like 8th notes and 16th notes and stuff like that. I even saw a video on YouTube of this guy who mistook the 3-bar cycle for a trend that people are started to play on hi-hat, right? He like found this thread of players that were using the 3-bar cycle to do hi-hat phrasing, like Bill Stewart and a lot of other great pros who have done this and actually know what it is. They just happen to do it on that segment of a song on the hi-hat, but they do it all over the place. So the most valuable thing I can give you is this: learn about rhythm. Don't think that rhythm is just 8th notes, 16th notes, and triplets. Boy, that's a big one, right? I know triplets. So, this is a really big problem, I think, because the information that I'm about to give you, okay, is super complex and it's simple at the same time. Its great variety and complexity is expressed in the drumming cultures of the world that are the most advanced, like in India and Africa, places like United States through jazz mostly and fusion. You know, they have a great arsenal of rhythmic vocabulary. But in general, if somebody doesn't show you what it's about, you'll never hear it. It's like a hidden language underneath the music. And once you hear it, you start hearing it everywhere. So it's very, very amazing, and it's the most valuable thing that I can give you right now about what you should learn in drumming. Okay? Now, here is the 3-bar cycle. Okay? We're going to review again the 3-bar cycle. This is it in cut time. Okay? 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay? That's the 3-bar cycle in cut time. You use it in Brazilian music and Afro-Cuban and funk and jazz. You're going to be using it in 4/4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay? In jazz, it's going to sound like this, okay? Basic 3-bar cycle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? That's what it sounds like. Why is that so profound? Because there are permutations that extend into infinity mathematically, all right? And then when you use augmentation and diminution, you spread it across the kit, you get never-ending amounts of vocabulary, all right? And that's what the great drummers do. They tap into rhythmic vocabulary. They don't come from licks, okay? They use whatever rudimental studies or studies of basic stuff they have done on the set, and they put it into rhythm, into phrasing, into music. Okay? That's the biggest difference between sounding like a pro and sounding like you haven't really embarked on the journey of drumming, of what drumming is. You're still playing from a binary perspective or a lick player perspective. Okay? Now watch this. I hope that this really affects you and makes you see how beautiful this phrasing is. We're going to do it in 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. There are melodies to that, okay? I don't want to get too far into it because you can see it all on the lesson site. Now we're going to do it in 7, okay? 7/4. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 5E and 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay, the 3-bar cycle goes in all meters that are not divisible by 3. If you take it in 3, 4, it just goes in 1 bar, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. In 9, it happens also like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. That grid that I just gave you will yield unending amount of vocabulary, okay? People mistake that for little trends. For some reason, also people mistake that with dotted quarter note, eighth note. That's so bizarre because it has nothing to do with notation, right? It can be any notation, all right? It's the duration of the notes refers to duration of notes, not rhythmic values only. Da, 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 da. That has nothing to do with the actual rhythm, okay? Now, I'm just saying that because I saw another guy with this really big drumming lessons channel who tried to do a video about Vinny, a breakdown of things that Vinny had played, and he said dotted quarter note, eighth note, when actually Vinny was playing the 3-bar cycle. And I wrote to him and I said, sorry buddy, that's not correct. And I made him realize that what he spent this whole time on this long video about Vinny's playing was totally wrong, and he took down the video. I hope that more guys have that kind of humility to see what they're doing wrong, and you know, realize that they're putting out information that is completely useless. So it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle to get this information because it's so hard to explain in a concise way for players. For example, if you ask, you know, some of the older jazz guys, how do you do that? How come it sounds like that? What are you doing? They'll say, I don't know, right? 2 reasons. They really don't know, and the second reason, they don't want to tell you. It's as simple as that. Many things about drumming are shrouded in mystery and passed down when you're under someone's wing. They're just not passed down just like that, right? To somebody, anybody. No, there's drumming secrets, and there's methodologies that are passed down through word of mouth, person to person, when there is trust, okay? It's not like you just show up and they're gonna give you the information. So that's a lot of it. That's a big part of it, especially in drumming cultures that are very deep, okay? So I hope you've enjoyed this video and will come to the realization finally that drumming is a super deep art form. It's not about beats and patterns. It's not about trends. It's not about some guy who's doing this on the hi-hat and that's the latest trend. No, man, it's been going on for decades. It's just that you know, this one guy, he just now discovered it and he didn't even know how to explain it. He just thought it was a trend, right? So really weird. Oh, there's some drilling going on, so I'm gonna cut it here. Oh boy. All right, folks, peace. Hi friends, I'm here to tell you about an exciting new program I have on my lesson site. It's called the Elite Program. In this program, you're going to be working with me very, very closely while I guide you through the entire site. The Elite Program, why do I call it that? Because I'm searching for the most dedicated people to study this material. If you want to be a professional drummer, you're going to have to change your life. You're going to have to put drums ahead of everything. And I'm here to make sure that that decision is something that's going to benefit your life in the most positive way it can. Some websites have guest artists that come in and show you some stuff for about an hour and then they leave and you never hear from them again. You're stuck with the guys on the site that may or may not have much experience at all. In this program, you're going to be working with me directly. 3 hours a day for an entire week online, okay? We're going to be having conference online, video conference, 3 hours a day for a week. In this week, I'm going to guide you through everything, prepare you. I'm going to watch you play. I'm going to watch you practice. We're going to work together on things in the moment, okay, which is very important. Now, why the price, you may ask? Well, an online video session with me usually costs $270 for 2 hours. A private lesson with me in New York costs $100 an hour. A lot of guys charge a lot more than $100, maybe $200, $300 an hour. My price is $100 an hour. I think that's fair. So if you take that many hours with me, okay, 7 times 3, that's 21, that's $2,100. The price of the course is $1,900. So you're already saving $400 by doing it this way. $400 savings. Plus, you have the full year membership to the site with email support, Skype support, and everything else. This unique study situation has been brought about by the technology we enjoy today. Before, you would have had to travel to New York, hang out with me, come to my house, you know, have all those expenses of going to New York, which many guys have done. But now we can do things in a much more, let's say, efficient basis, more economical, and a way that you can be constantly in touch, not only having me in New York there while you're there. Okay, so this is, I think, an amazing opportunity to study. I've taught at some of the best drumming institutions in the world. That's not something that everybody can say. And I have all that knowledge right here waiting for you. If you're serious about your drumming, the lesson site is there. And I'm there as well, ready to make sure you get the most out of the drumming experience and having drums in your life. Okay? I hope you will check out the Elite Program. The most innovative curriculum there is comes from having the experience from teaching all over the world, drummers at every level from the highest drumming cultures on the planet. What you're going to need to participate is a way to interact with me online. You need to have a drum set up with your camera, your phone, or whatever. It has to sound halfway decent, and a good Wi-Fi connection so we have uninterrupted streaming. Now, as far as the price goes, if you use PayPal, you can break up the payments. PayPal offers you a variety of ways you can pay. You can use your credit card, and if you don't have access to those things, just write me and we'll figure out a way. But this is a very important program and I think you're gonna love it. It's not a common opportunity to study drums, so I hope you'll take it and make the best of it. All right, folks, see you on the Elite Program. Peace.